Hey guys, welcome back. King Dro here. Today I will be showing you where to find cementing paste in beaver dams on Crystal Isles official PvE. The best way to farm these would be a wyvern, as you can dismount and be standing on top of the wyvern, and then you can access the beaver dam right on top of the wyvern. That way you can't get attacked by the beavers. Now, make sure that you dump the wood and anything in the beaver dam that you do not want. That allows the beavers to make more beaver dams, that way you can get more paste later on. Sometimes when you leave render distance and then you re-enter it, the beaver dams have respawned. Now, depending on the area and the map, some people might build near them, which sometimes can mess up their spawn rate. Now, this area, I'm just going kind of around the river. They can spawn either in the river, on the edge of the river, or actually inside inland a little bit. So I always do a nice thorough check all the way around. That way I don't miss any potential beaver dams. This area is not very far from the first one that I showed you. The biggest difference is the water is a little bit deeper. However, it's not that deep where a wyvern can still walk through it. And if you use a tropical wyvern, you can utilize the water buff. There are also piranhas in the water, and occasionally you get other dinos like a capro, which will pull you off of your dino sometimes or drag you away. So I always bring a sword. That way, if I did get pulled, I can actually kill it. Now, the water also has a weird effect if you're in it. It not only is it dark and cloudy, but it gives you like some sort of effect in the bottom right hand corner. It doesn't actually do anything harmful to you, but I just thought I would let you know. This next area is in the Redwoods along the rivers that run through the Redwoods. Now, there are a few threats involved in the Redwoods. The Thalicos can pull you off of your wyvern or any other bird. However, if you land and just kind of walk along the river with tropical wyvern so you get the water buff, you shouldn't really have to worry about Thalicos too much. However, I always bring a sword in the event that I do get pulled. I can easily kill a Thalico with a sword. Along the river system in the Redwoods here, you also find there are lots of silica pearls and metal nodes. So if you live near the area and you're wondering where to find those things, this is a great spot. Not too dangerous, however, there are carnos, bears, microraptors, but other than that, that's going to be your biggest threat. You can see that in some beaver dams, there's nothing but wood. That's because the previous person didn't dump out all the other resources that they did not want. So when you are farming paste, please make sure that you take care of all of the ingredients in the beaver dam. Now, sometimes you have to kill the beavers in order to be able to do so because you will take too much damage on foot. That is why if you use a wyvern, you can stand on it and access the inventory. I was using a mana just because I can show you a little faster on foot the area, and I can find all the beaver dams fairly fast this way. Along this area of the river, there are lots of metal nodes again. Also, otters do spawn in this river system here, and it's fairly easy to tame them since the water is very shallow, and there are salmon, which is the best type of fish to use to tame them. This area is just outside of the Redwoods in this bay area. Along the bay, there are some beaver dams, and there's also oil nodes and nodes to place an oil pump. However, on my server, somebody has built in the area of where the beaver dams are, so I don't generally get too many here. But they also do spawn inside the water, so always check in the water to make sure that there aren't any there. You have things like saber-toothed tigers here, and rexes, and carnos, and argies, so it's a little bit more dangerous of an area, but it's not too difficult to still get the beaver dams. This next area is just outside of the previous one I just showed you. It's along a river bed that is not too far away from Blue Obelisk. The water here is fairly deep, so I always recommend bringing flippers in the event that you get chased by a beaver. Now, they spawn on the edge of the river, and they also spawn deep in the river, as you can see here. There's a few on the edge, and always check across the way. This is the last area that I will be showing you for the beaver dams. Now, generally, there aren't too many here because people have built little shacks nearby that ruin the spawns, but it's a nice area as well. Well, that is all I have for you today on beaver dams. There are some more on the map that I did not show you. I was primarily showing you the ones that I use when I go out farming for cementing paste. I generally use a mana because I can get around the map much faster. During my little trip for cementing paste, I got about 4,500 paste, which took me 10 to 15 minutes to do. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Subscribe, comment, and like. Thank you.